Okay, so we're basically step 2 here on our mounting tool holder thingamajig for the Atlas. Uh, we found out that the thread in the carriage is 3A16, and they're both intact, which is nice. And so we ran off to the hardware store. It's about an inch deep into the saddle here. So we've got plenty of thread engagement. Of course, this is not structural. This is just a tool, so it doesn't need to bear any load. And really wanted to go with Phillips screws because a cap screw, some idiot can come along and torque that in and snap the casting, and we don't want that. But hopefully we don't have any idiots do that. These should just be hand tight. They shouldn't be torqued on there. There's no reason to torque that. So unfortunately we don't have any safety built into this right now, but I'm hoping that no one will come along and torque the shit out of these things. So we did some measurements. This is inch diameter. We needed to know the center to center for the bolt hole pattern for this guy. So we got some inch remnants that are just lying around, drilled them out to 3/8, and threaded the bolts in, and we took a caliper reading. So we got 975 to the ODs, and then they're an inch in diameter, so we add an inch to that, half inch. So we get 1975 is the center to center, and we're going to take a piece of bar stock and we're going to chop it down. Unfortunately, I do not have a portaband, so we have to do this the hard way. I would use a Sawzall, but yeah, torch would be a lot faster, but I got to work on getting a portaband. We'll set up the bar so that it's a little bit below the slide here, so that tools and the cross slide won't crash into it. And I don't think we'll bother with this step. I think we'll just get a piece of 1-inch bar, and we're going to set it below at this reference, or below, maybe below by 10 thousandths, so that it'll never crash into it. And that way also, if it's below and it's not profiled to match the gibs, if it were profiled to match the gibs and it was solid, well, there's a screw that goes in here for the cover. And so if it were profiled like the gibs, you'd have to slot out the middle, because that cover screw is going to crash into it, and then you're going to keep cranking and you're going to trash your cross slide nut if you don't know what the hell you're doing. So instead of all of that, we're going to set it at this or below, and if I get the height wrong, I'll just deck it off, and it's no real loss because it'll be an inch bar. And then what we'll come and do is we'll put some 3/8 holes strategically placed so that we can put our vertical mounting post in, which should also be 3/8. And we'll turn some stainless down to be pretty. We'll dress up the ends and everything, and we'll make some supports for the dial indicator, and we'll see how that goes.